Welcome back to another episode of Walking Dead Saints and Sinners Retribution. As always, I hope you enjoy, and if you could subscribe, it would mean a lot. I know they say this every time, but it helps my channel grow. With that said, enjoy the video. The last time we played Saints and Sinners, we were escaping from a horde after we got the blueprints for the priest. And unfortunately, while we were escaping, we fell down the stairs. Luckily, one of his friends came and carried us away.
They tricked me. Bro, I'm taking too much damage.
This guy's name is Father Carter. He's one of the main people in the game, but we're probably gonna end up killing him, to be honest. Like, he's gonna die. Everybody dies in Saints and Sinners.
Looks like you had quite an exit from the hotel. You have good news to share, I hope?
The good news is that I managed to make it out alive. Bad news,
My friends are dead.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. What happened?
Riley couldn't handle it. Froze up. Cowered in the corner when we had to keep moving. When we tried to get him up, he freaked. Started flailing around, knocked one of our grenades loose, and it blew. Collapsed the floor on us. Blew him to smithereens.
Riley. Yes. Should have seen it coming. Boastful men rarely hold up under pressure. But they all knew the risk, and yet they forged ahead.
I honestly don't know why I was messing with flares. My monkey brain does the wildest thing when my ADHD is active.
Don't sweat it. I know how to handle myself. We found the blueprints. But honestly,
we did.
I don't know what good they're gonna do you. You'll never be able to clear that place. You need to rethink your plan.
May I have the blueprints, please? That hotel will be our home. We've had a setback, yes, but the blueprints are valuable. It will help us plan our next effort. When the time is right, we will try again. Our faith will deliver us.
From what I saw in there, it's gonna be a long wait.
Patience is a virtue.
So how much do you guys want to bet that we're going to have to choose either Sonny, the priest, or Mama to side with in the end? I bet it's going to be one of those three that we're going to have to side with, or we could just go on by ourselves, kill them all. You know what? I think that's what I'll choose.
After the disaster in Old Town, many of my people are living in constant fear. The rumors of a psychopath behind it all have them rattled, thinking everyone outside of my flock could be the perpetrator, an envoy of Satan himself.
So I think the person Father Carter is referring to is the Axeman. Now, if you played the Aftershock DLC, you'll know he's not fond of us. He kills a bunch of people for no reason. He wears this big, bulky Hulk outfit like the Hulkbuster from that one movie. And if you've at least listened to one episode of anybody playing Saints and Sinners, then you would know it's based in New Orleans. And while I was doing research for the Axeman for my overlays, I found out that is an actual killer named the Axeman in New Orleans. So yeah, we have a literal serial killer after us.
But the living must band together, not remain divided. And the hotel is our answer.
You're persistent, I'll give you that. But I'm done arguing about the hotel. We have business to discuss.
Indeed we do. I read the Pawn King's proposal. It's ambitious, but sound. You could tell Sonny I accept, but with certain stipulations.
Who's Sonny?
Here, I've outlined them in this letter.
I'm the messenger.
Minor tweaks to the agreement that I think he'll find amenable. A trade network for those of us outside the tower walls could ease a lot of suffering.
Okay. Yeah, Pawn King's a real saint.
Yeah, Pawn King is a real saint.
Sounds like a chess move.
I'll give him your letter.
Unusual circumstances call for unusual alliances. Knowing Sonny, he's pacing behind that glass of his, wearing a groove into the floor, waiting for my response.
Who's that?
Let him sweat it out for a bit. You clearly need to get some rest. Your weapons and gear are just outside the door. No offense, of course, just a precaution. God bless, and Godspeed, tourist.
You too, brother. Peace. Hey, buddy. Hey, there's all my stuff.
Now, if this was real life and I woke up in some random place on a floor and I didn't know that person, I'd hit him with that 300 Mack truck deluxe disrespectfully. So our first mission was to go to the reserve and talk to these people down there. And I have now, from now on, nicknaming the guy in the left Mini Casey.
I'm Sable. This is Echo. Barnes is there in the back.
Hello, Barney. Barney.
Revolution?
We represent a growing faction inside the tower. People fed up with the current leadership.
I'm sorry, but who chooses their codename as Barnes? That's one letter away from Barney, bro. I'm sorry, but you know I gotta flame you. Is this what you look like? Because I know you get clowned on in school if that's not your nickname. So they were talking for a solid 10 minutes. So let me just round this up. This is Barnes, but you knew that. You know, the basic, I don't want to be here girl. This is Sable, the main leader. And the last, but certainly not least, is Echo. Their goal is to recruit former exiles from the tower and reclaim to rise up against Mama and the tower. And to do that, they want our help. They want an inside man, or outside too, to help them revolt. The task they gave us is easier said than done. They want us to take over the radio station so that Mama can stop spreading her lies. And instead of that, they play JB's last sermon. This task will then lead us to Bourbon Street.
Ragdoll physics, my favorite. Never can go wrong with the good.
Tourist. Did some recon on the best route to the station. Bourbon Street is blocked. No go. 2 ways around it. Head north on St. Peter. Then slip through the back patio of the Maison. Or south on St. Peter. Cut through Preservation Hall. Bingo. Blockade circumvented. Broadcast booth is up on the 3rd floor. As far as I could tell, the tower isn't heading up there. Sticking to the ground floor. Weird. No clue what that's all about. Before you roll out, make sure you snag a few goodies I left behind the bar downstairs.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I spent a solid 15 minutes wandering around because I didn't listen to the fucking advice she was giving. So, lesson learned, I will listen to the papers unless it's from a bad person, because then I will die multiple times over. And then I found this ominous note, which I think is from the Axeman, but correct me if I'm wrong.
This is it. We took the tower
We
together.
took the tower together. You faced the rotten teeth of death alone. From this burden, we are freed.
After I read that note, I made my way through a couple places, and I found this truck, went in it, and inside was the radio station, which was an absolute massacre. And then I found a shotgun.
Yoinkers. Okay, flip off. With us? Okay.
Take this asshole's off. Don't realize what a scumbag they are.
Oh shit, look what he's doing. Bro, I can't do that. I just had to swap out. There we go.
Now, although I got to the radio station, they took the generator or powered it off, one of the two, so I couldn't upload his sermon.
Clear.
Ouch. What are you doing? What the hell? Tower stole the generator with a goddamn semi-truck. What the hell are they up to?
Now, I have so many questions. How did they get a semi-truck, let alone a working one? And how do we not notice it on the generator unless it looked like this?
And that's all for today's episode. I really do hope you enjoyed. As always, I say this every time. I hope you have a good rest of your day or night. That said, peace out.